Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, and the stock market continues. The major indexes continue to hold up, but the individual stocks, Tesla, Coinbase, Robinhood, Ford, Arc Innovation, Cathie Woods Fund, Rivian, Wells Fargo's, Coinbase, Smith & Wesson, Zillow, Arc, Fuel Cell, Blink, Plug Power, and among multiple others, especially in the risk assets in the EV market. They've been hit in the crypto market, any of the blockchain companies and any other nonsense. They've been hit, and they've been hit hard. And as we've been talking about in Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, that we had a multi-year bear market. And you can see we're in this multi-year bear market, and we've continued to have this pattern where we've had overhead, smaller and smaller highs. You had your first blow-off top fucking high back, watch a couple of videos ago, I went and dumped into that right there about a week ago. And then you had this second one, and we told you that this pump would never get up. And I went out on a limb, would never get up to there. Ever. I know Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, well, we're integrity with truth and information and education, and we didn't buy the hype train. We didn't buy the bullshit, and we haven't fed you, and that's the reason this channel has not grown to greater heights, is we have not fed you the nonsense and the fleecing and the snake oil salesmen that XRP is going to take over the world, that XRP is going to take over the digital age, that XRP and Ripple are going to go to the proverbial moon and have hundreds to thousands to $10,000 per coin. That's never going to happen. It's not possible based on the structure of XRP and how many coins there are. It's just not possible. And because of that, our channel has been suppressed. Because of that, our channel has been subverted. And because of that, our channel underperforms the rest of the market because we continue to stick with the truth onto what's going on and to not play off to the moon boys and play off to what everybody wants to hear, that XRP is going to make them a tons of millionaire by just buying it cheap and selling it when it has mass adoption, right? And that's why we've had this track. And if you watch some of my videos from back here when we started, or actually it was back in here, March, April of 2021, we laid out why this was going to happen before this ever happened. Watch these videos from April, May, and June leading up to the Elon Musk Saturday Night Live. We were laying this same track out, and now we're just getting to the point where we're getting near to the deep despair bottom of what's going on as we have somebody jaywalking, just streaming across the road as traffic continues to move, which is not very smart, nor would I recommend it. But we got a lot of things that are Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing. And as we continue along with that XRP that we got into just briefly, but we're going to get into more as we look into the price action here in a little bit. We're going to look into it more deeply, but this is something that I've been talking to you guys about for quite some time, is that as this crypto bear market continues and as this crypto winter really takes a stranglehold, as we talked about in 2021, very early on during that bull market peak, the first peak before the double top, that we would have a crypto winter so severe we nicknamed 2022, look into the description below the playlist, that 2022 was the year cryptocurrency nearly died, and a year of a liquidity crunch, and in a year where there would be systematic bankruptcies and companies as it brought cryptos to its knees. And we've dubbed 2023 crypto insolvency crisis, right? And a capitulation year. I believe we're going to have massive capitulation this year. 91% of crypto from 2014 have died, while Bitcoin continues to thrive, because most of these coins, out of the 21,000 and rocketing now, one that takes market capitalization, potential market capitalization away from Bitcoin and other are the top cryptocurrencies as it spreads the limited, because there's only a limited amount of money that can go into each asset class. And the same thing goes with crypto. The more coins there are, the more that money must be spread out, the more services, the more exchanges, the more lending platforms, the more borrowing services, the more lending services, the more coins, the more projects, that money gets spread out and thinner. According to their data, 91% of the coins that were present in 2014 cryptocurrency market crash are now entirely abandoned. A large portion of coins that are now dead were created in 2017 with 704
now dead coins being created that year, right? Because that was the last bull cycle, the last hype cycle, the last momentum cycle, and the last fleecing cycle before the Fed-induced second bull major maximum euphoric bull run in crypto in 2020 and peaked in 2021 due to the Fed. And then you got 15,000 or so coins that were created. And just like I said back then, I'm sticking with that now as this bear market and crypto winter continues. I believe wholeheartedly that 95 to 99% of the new coins that were created in the 2020-2021 massive Fed-induced, stimulus-induced bull run will be capitulated out and will be dead coins, just as 90% of the coins from 2017 are now gone. Volume of dead coins, crypto coins by start of year. Look at this. Scam or other issues. Joke or non-purpose. ICO fail or short-lived, abandoned or no volume. Most of them abandoned or no volume, because the secret to the crypto craze, the secret to the crypto millionaires, the secret to the crypto euphoria that everyone thinks can lead them to endless prosperity is that these ICOs come out, these projects that are fleece heister and shysters, they get major components and major influencers or up and coming influencers that seem to have some sort of a pull. And these people pay these promoters to promote as they days and weeks and months leading up to the ICO, initial coin offering, to pump that hype cycle and the momentum that these influencers can generate to buy the coins in the first few days. And then each day for a week to 10 days, or sometimes even a few weeks, they can post 100% gains, 200% gains, 1,000% gains, 10,000% gains, 50,000% gains until the initial momentum dies, the coin gets up to a couple of pennies, and then there's just no more momentum into this dud project that it is, and then it collapses 99 to 100% within a matter of days to weeks. And anybody that got in and didn't sell, or anybody that just got in based on the hype, they lose their ass. And that is the truth of what's actually going on in the cryptocurrency market, and that's the truth of what goes on in the market influencers. And when channels go from nothing to Carl from the moon status, crypto status, that was bought and paid for statuses based by new projects, big time players that are looking for people that have no morals, that have no vision, that have no objective, and that have no structure in their lives, and are only looking for that paycheck. And they are paid to promote and paid to push and paid to hustle the retail trader, because in the end of it, there's really nothing anybody can do about it once that retail investor loses all their money. A couple of the big boys will get taken to the ringer by governments to make examples of, as you're seeing now in several instances in crypto and around the rest of the philosophy world. Anyone that's trying to do something, if they will bring them down, whether that person's doing it fraudulently, like most of these crypto influencers are, or unfraudulently, but it's just an unpopular opinion and going against the gangster narrative, the criminal gangsters narrative that are the governments around the world and the big time institutional controllers like a Jeff Bezos, people that have the power because the governments are out and bought and paid for and are up for the biggest bidder. You got cryptocurrency sitting there at $16,117 in the Bitcoin price, which is a major target, which is a major area of major resistance, as you've had major resistance on this for quite some time, ever since that big November dump that exposed the Sam Bankman-Fried of the world and the Alameda scam, just exposing another one. You got your 17,800 upper resistance, which it's actually more now on current price. Your upper resistance would be up here at 19,049, which is coinciding beautifully with the top part of this upper resistance at the blue zone. Your initial support resistance that you've been fighting to get back above and attempting to break way down is 16,117.99. And your major underneath support before another pattern breakdown and another massive move is down here at 15,575.14, which was actually the 2022 low of the year, coming from a high of the year somewhere in the $50,000 range, I believe. And it's going to continue down. And if you break down past that, we're going to hit that $13,336 target. And unfortunately for you guys, the Bitcoin price, I have a 2023 capitulation low of a very, very deep, dark, depressing area that none of you are going to believe is possible. All of you, besides the most educated, are going to criticize the prediction and say it can't happen. Just as you said, this $13,000 prediction couldn't happen when the Bitcoin price was coming off our double bottom and rocketing to briefly new highs up here as we started calling for that $13,000 bottom. When the price got up to about here, and then it rocketed another leg, and I took a lot of criticism there. But as you can see now, that Bitcoin price is down from all-time highs. And we still haven't capitulated. This has been an orderly drop. It's down at current price, 74.89%, or $50,746.99. But it's been an orderly decline. It's been bear flag, right there, fall. Smaller bear flag, drop. Smaller bear flag, or bigger bear flag, drop. Another small bear flag, and then a drop. We haven't had that capitulation event yet, but I believe from the time we break the 2022 low, you're going to get a capitulation drop shortly thereafter of about a mini capitulation drop of 26%. And then you'll get some support somewhere around 10,000 to 12,000. You'd get some support, but then we would have the big capitulation event somewhere near or just above the last line of defense. We'll go from 12,000, and it's going to drive you all the way down to the bottom part of that. And that's going to be a 72.77% from that price sometime in 2023 of a nearly a 74% capitulation or $9,000 drop. And it's going to bring you to a 2023 low of $3,369.69. And that's going to be a capitulation, right? Is that the bottom? Maybe not. We could nibble down a little bit lower and get near 1,000, but this would be your capitulation. This would be where everybody gets out. And this would be where the charlatans and the fleece heisters and shysters and all these coins, 95 to 99% of them go away. Just like those influencers will be exposed. And then you can start to form a bottom and then try to form some semblance of a much lasting, a much more intense bull market, right? But I'm predicting a 74% collapse and a $3,300 Bitcoin price target in 2023. And the same thing goes for XRP, as we've got that 37-cent major upper resistance, 29-cent major lower support. And I believe what's going to happen here is as soon as you drop down below this red trading zone, the volume indicator, you're going to have a big drop, a mini capitulation down to about 17 to 18 cents to fulfill this target that we had by the end of the year of 2022. We got awfully close, but we didn't quite hit it. And we'll hit it this year. And then you'll have some kind of short recovery. And then you'll have a capitulation event somewhere in the mid part of this around 20 cents. And it's going to drive you in this capitulation event all the way down to our target of about 3.5 cents, or an 80% capitulation in 2023 for XRP, and about a 3.5 cent by the time all these fleece heisters and shysters come out. And this is something that old Vincenzo has been showing you ever since we started laying out the billion coins that are released in the circulation a month, the 100 billion total market cap or more of XRP. And it's going to be the massive 2023 year of the capitulation. Peace and love, and it's of the utmost important to bell notification and share and like and comment.